Hi everyone. Welcome back to the fourth video of its series. And in this video, we are going to be talking about in-place upgrade. And maybe if I have the time, I'll talk about clean installation. But I won't want to talk about clean installation because I've done clean installation um, in the first video. So if you want to know how to make a clean installation, you can please go back to the first video and see how I installed Windows 10 in our lesson. So that's all. There's no slides in this lesson. This is just the only thing I want to say. I just want to show you that this is the fourth lesson and we are going to be doing an in-place upgrade. So what we do, if you want to come with me quickly, go to your virtual machine, start your Windows 10 computer. This is the Windows 10 I installed earlier in the first video, so I'm just going to start it now and then wait for it to be ready. And once it's ready, I'm going to be showing us how do we do an in-place upgrade. So while that is going on, I would also like to mention something here. You can see I have 7 virtual machines on my physical laptop. This is Hyper-V and this is called virtualization. So virtualization allows you to create as much as you want operating system depending on your hard disk, on your storage space. Depending on the storage space on your physical computer, you would be able to create virtual machines, and all these virtual machines will be sharing the hardware of your physical computer. So these machines here, all of them, they are virtual machines and they are sharing the hardware of my physical computer. So that's what that is. Virtual machine Hyper-V is Microsoft proprietary, and another version of virtualization is VMware. So but for me, because I'm a Microsoft engineer, I'm used to using Hyper-V. So that's just what I want to say about that. Let me full screen and then get back. We want to do in-place upgrade. I'm going to be logging in with my password and that's it. Let's wait for that to get in and then we're going to start our in-place upgrade. And it's easy. I'm sure by now you should know how to log into your computer. By now you should know how to create a user account. By now you should know how to maneuver, go to different places, like go to control panel, go to control your taskbar and all that, your notification settings. By now you should be able to do all that. So what I want to do in this lesson is an in-place upgrade. So I'm going to click on my folder and I'm going to go to where it says this PC, and as you can see, I have inserted a disk that has the upgrade I want to go to. So I have inserted a disk. So what I'm going to do with the disk is double click on it and start the installation. So if you don't know how I've inserted a disk, I can just minimize and then you can see the disk is still here. So if I go to media, DVD, eject, so I've removed the disk and you cannot see it here again. So on your laptop or on your desktop computer, you have that CD space where you can put the disk in, or you have your USB. So let's say on my computer now, on this laptop, I have Windows 10, Windows 7 on it, and now I have decided to move to Windows 10. So what I'm just going to do is pay for Windows 10 license key, and I'm going to pay for Windows 10, let's say Windows 10 Pro Edition license key, and when I have that, I'm going to receive a USB from wherever I bought it from, maybe from Amazon. Maybe I bought it from Amazon, so they are going to send me a USB with Windows 10 Pro Edition on it. So what I'm going to do, I'll plug that USB to my machine. So I'm also going to let's say I bought my own and I bought this from Amazon and I got this disk. I'm going to insert it, and then immediately I'm inserted, you can see it's here now. So to in-place upgrade, what you have to do with an in-place upgrade, let me just take my time. What you have to do with an in-place upgrade is, now since you have your disk inserted, go to your let me close this so that I can start from the beginning. Is now, once you've inserted your disk, you have to go to the file folder, click on this PC, and you're going to see your disk. You double click on it, and this is going to ask you, this is user account control. So do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Yes, because you know which application it is, you know you want to upgrade. So if you see something like this and you don't know, you have to click no. But because I know I have a CD and that CD is from, I put it there because I want to upgrade, so I'm going to say yes. And now let's wait for it. You can see Windows is coming on and it's preparing to do the installation. And now this is the next screen. The next screen is asking you get updates, drivers and optional features, and it says download updates, drivers and optional features. Is that what you want to do? Do you want to download updates, drivers and no, that's not what I want. So I'm going to say not right now. I want to do something else. And this here is asking you if you want to be sending I want to help to you want to help Microsoft with installation, get their installation get better by sending them their sending them reports. No, I don't want that. I just want to continue doing my thing. So I'm just going to click on next again, and then you can see after clicking on next, so this is also these things are because I've been installing Windows, so I know what these are. You can take your time to read them. So I'm going to accept, and then making sure you are ready to install Windows. So let's wait for that as well. It's making sure it's checking our hardware to see if we have the hardware requirement. Remember the first lesson we talked about hardware requirement. So it's going to check if we have up to the amount of disk space needed to install this, if we have the memory required to install this, that's RAM, if we have the correct graphics display and all that. So that's what it's checking and making sure your PC has enough space. You can see that. So that's what it's doing. Let it do. We're going to wait for it to do that, and then continue. And then continue from there. So it's checking all that. While it's checking all that, maybe I want to pause. Okay, I don't need to pause because it's there already. So now after this coin, it says ready to install, and you can now start your installation. But before I click on install, I want to quickly say something about change what to keep. You can see it's asking me 3 questions. Choose what to keep. Do you want to keep your personal files and apps? If I click that and I click on next, that means if I have any file, let me quickly create a file here. I'll quickly create a folder here, and I'm going to name it keep file. So what this means, let me create another folder. Let that be new folder. Let me create let me say Ismail's folder, and let me create one more, and let me say Abdul's folder. Now that I have all this folder here, now what is asking me is, if you want to do the upgrade, do you want me to keep the files you already have? So these files, do you want me to keep them, or what else? Okay, there's application as well. Do you want me to keep the applications you already have on your computer? You can either choose this or this. So keep personal files only. Sometimes, let me explain this a bit more. Remember when I was mentioning about migration, I told you that we have side by side, we have in place, and we have wipe and load. So with in place upgrade, this is an in place upgrade. That's why it's asking you, do you want to keep your applications? Do you want to keep your files and folders? Do you want to keep your personal settings? If you say yes, then you click next. So when this installation finishes, you are still going to have all this on your system. But if you know that you have an application that's faulty, that's not working well, you don't want to keep that application in your new environment. So what you are going to say is, okay, don't keep my applications because my applications are faulty, but please keep my folders for me. So keep my folders for me, and you are going to click next. So when Windows is installed, then you won't have access to your old applications because you stored it to not keep them for you because they are faulty. Or you can choose nothing. So nothing means you are not going to see any of this folder, you are not going to see any of your application. It's going to install Windows afresh and delete everything. You can see everything will be deleted, including files, apps, and settings. So this is good for you to understand all these three options. Sometimes what you want to do is copy all your files and folders into a USB drive, and then click on not keep nothing. So immediately, with that, because um, you have saved all your folders in the USB. So when you click on next now, it's going to delete everything, and after Windows is ready, you can just plug back your USB and bring back your folders. But with this, it's going to keep your personal files for you, and it's going to delete all the applications. So I'm going to use this for now, so that we see that after the installation, we are still going to have all these three things we've created. So I'm going to click next. I hope that's explanatory. I hope I've done justice to that. I hope that you understand what I mean by that. So now this is ready. I can now click install, and then it's going to start the installation. That's 0% is out now, and this is going to 100% depending on how fast my machine is. Then this might take up to about 10 minutes. So I'm going to pause this video and come back when this is ready. Thank you very much. And here we go. This is almost ready. Let's just wait for it to be ready, and then that will be that would have we would have completed the the upgrade or the migration to another Windows 10 edition. So this is when, like I've explained to you, if you want to do Windows migration, you have to know which one are you doing. Are you doing an in-place upgrade, where you are going to be able to move your folders and files and applications and your personal settings to the new operating system, or do you want to do a side by side, whereby you copy your folder from one computer to another new computer? How do you want to do wipe and load, which is the one we did in our first lesson of this video series? So please, this is still taking a while. This is what you want to do. Let's wait for it. It's just taking its time to get ready, and you can see it's connecting to Windows 10, and that should be ready now, I think. So that's taking about roughly 15 minutes now. Yeah, that's taking about 15 minutes now. So let's wait for it. It's getting ready, and that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. That's what and that's ready now. You can see that's ready now. So let's log in to see. I'm not going to log in as Abdul. I want to log in as admin. Let's log in to see if we will still be able to see our folders, because this is a new Windows. So I'll just log in, password again, and this login is going to take a while, because remember, this is a new system, and so it's going to take a while for your system to recognize the admin user account again. So once you are able to log in the first time, now the second or the following logins will be fast again. Remember, the first time it takes a while because it's just getting used to create your profile, and then after the first login attempt, then the subsequent ones, yeah, the subs I got the right word for that. So your subsequent login is then going to be quicker. So let's wait for this. Remember, we did the one where we say we wanted to keep our folders for us, and you can see, so we are there, and you can see that even though a new operating system has been done, but we still have access. Let me just try. I'm just trying to bring this back to the center. Come back. I'm just trying to bring that back. So you can see we still have access to our folder, the one we created. So that's this about how you make an in-place upgrade, and I'm sure everyone should understand, because I've taken my time to explain this a lot. So I'm going to sign out, and then I'm going to sign in with Abdul. I'm going to sign in with Abdul. That's Abdul, and then the password again. So Abdul is also going to take a bit while, so uh, let me pause this video and wait for Abdul. You can see that's because now is the first time Abdul is logging into this computer. So that's what happens whenever you make an in-place upgrade or you change from one edition to another edition. You are going to be having a new um, a new operating system. So if Abdul logs in, what I want to confirm is that Abdul would not have access to the admin folders. Those folders we created in the admin account, Abdul cannot see them. So that's what I want to show you. So you have created two separate user accounts on your computers, and two different people can be using them without one seeing the other's folders. But then as the admin, you can see every other person's account. You can, as the admin, if you are the admin, you can see Abdul cannot see the folders we created for the admin user account. So that's just what I want to show you. And then after showing you all this, now you know how to do that. What I'm going to do is to switch off this, shut down, switch off this computer. I'm going to shut down. Okay, shut down, and I want to show you another operating system. I want to show you another operating system. Okay, that's fine. Let me show you another operating system, and that operating system is this one here called Ubuntu. Let's wait for Ubuntu to come up. So let's start Ubuntu. Ubuntu is a Mac operating system, okay? So it's different from Windows. Windows made Windows operating system. Ubuntu, I think that is Mac operating system. And you are going to see Ubuntu is very, very slow. And the reason why it's slow is because Ubuntu um, requires more hardware resources. So Ubuntu requires more hardware resources, so it's going to be slow. You can see it's still trying to start up, so you get used to that. We are going to wait for it to get ready, and then click on and just show you. I just want to show you around Ubuntu. That's all I want to do. We are not doing anything. I just want to show you around Ubuntu. And you can see Ubuntu is still booting up. Remember, I said this is going to be slow because Ubuntu is a heavy operating system. It's heavier, in my opinion, it's heavier than Windows operating system. And even with Ubuntu, what I've noticed is I can't have another Windows operating system working with it at the same time. So I have to switch off like that. I have to switch off. This is what I mean by that. I have to switch off all other operating systems for Ubuntu to work. If I switch on if I try to switch on Windows 10 now, it's not going to work because Ubuntu is at work at the moment, because Ubuntu is running. So Ubuntu is a bit heavy. So is Mac operating system, and then I just want to show you so that you can see the difference between the display, the logo of Windows operating system, and then Mac operating system. So let's wait for it. It's still booting. We'll get there. And now this is what I have. Ubuntu is ready. Ubuntu is ready, and that's my name. And then I can just you can see how slow it is, and I can then log in to it, and you can see the logo of Ubuntu. You can see that here. You can see it's different from the four squares that Microsoft Windows operating system used to use. That's their logo. So, and that's it. You can see this is Ubuntu. This is Ubuntu, and you can see where the applications are. You can see the application menu. Let's wait for that to come up. You can see the network connectivity up there, and that's Ubuntu. I just want to show you so that you know the difference between Microsoft operating system or Windows operating system, Ubuntu or Mac operating system. So that's just what I want to show you in this video. And in this next video, I'll come up with an interesting lesson, because by now you are getting used to the Windows 10 environment. Remember, that's what we're doing. So you know how to go to the control panel, you know how to create a user account, you know how to use the tax bar, you know how to use the notification settings, you know how to use the all settings. So all these lessons, the ones that we have just done, is just to get you to know how to move around Windows 10. And after that, and these are the problems you are going to be solving at work. And I'm very, very serious when I say those are the problems you are going to be solving at work. You would have some people, some staff call you to say, um, the display settings is not okay, that you need to change the display settings. You have people call you to say the tax bar is not at the right position. You will see people tell you to say they want you to come and please pin their most used application to their tax bar and all that. So those are first line engineers job. So I'm going to just shut down Ubuntu and then end this video, and I'll see you in another video. I would say please subscribe to my channel, and also do use the comment section to ask question, and I will always make sure I try to reply to you as soon as I can. Please also please always like my video if you really like it. If you enjoy it, please don't hesitate to like it. Thank you very much everyone, and then I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.